Hey YouTube, it's All Things Pretty, and I'm coming to you with a quick project share of a few cards that I've created. What you see in front of me are some of the basic supplies that I love to use. These are some of my favorites. So I have this double-sided tape, which is really strong, and I don't know the brand of it, but I use it on almost everything. Stays On in Black is one of my favorites. Any acrylic stamp block. This just happens to be a close to my heart block. These watercolor painting brushes by aqua-flo, and these are some of my favorites. I bought these a few years ago. This is just a Fiskars centering ruler, and you can use any ruler, but I just like this because of its durability and thickness. Foam dots, which I love to use to give dimension. These came from Michael's, and they were like $1 or $1.50. And then my favorite watercolor palette ever, which is the inexpensive Artist Loft palette from Michael's. And I have some gouache paints and some Derwent watercolor pencils, some expensive things, which I love the richness of those palettes, but for some reason I always default to this palette. So yeah. Okay, so the cards that I created, the paper pad that I used for the first two cards that I'm going to share. I used this Simple Stories paper pad. It's called So Fancy. And for embellishments, I used these Ruby Violet by Prima embellishments. And you can see down here where I tore them off. So those are the embellishments that I used. And now for the cards. So this is my first one. And this is a Unity stamp, and I will show you those as well. And I absolutely love Unity stamps. And then this is the inside. Sending love your way. So I've been experimenting with just being organic and tearing paper and just mix matching, I'm not sure which way you say that, papers, and just seeing up which patterns I can come up with. And I absolutely love this. And this is where I used my watercolor palette. And the way I do it is I lay down watercolors first and just play with the colors, and then I just do my stamp. And this is some stickles that I put around the edge in addition to inking the edge. So that's my first card. And then my second card, which is one of my favorites, is this one. And she is also a Unity stamp, and I just love her. She's so adorable. And again, I lay down all of my watercolors with no rhyme or reason, just a palette that I like, and then I stamp after. And then I used my circle cutter. Again, experimenting with just being organic and just tearing the paper with a ruler instead of cutting it with a trimmer. And then I added a doily and a lace. And then the inside, I just added some washi and another torn piece of paper and a staple. And so that is that. And for the stapler, I used this little mini baby right here. So that is my second card. Let's stand these up right here. And then my last card, which I just made a few moments ago, is also made with a Unity stamp. And here she is. Sometimes when things are falling apart, they may actually be falling into place. And I absolutely love that sentiment because that's so true. Because a lot of times we don't understand why things are taking place, and it does seem like our worlds are crumbling around us. And then when we end up in the place we end up, it's always so much more than we imagined. So I love this. Again, I used the technique of laying down my watercolors and then stamping, and then I just kind of mimicked a frame because of the black lines here. Very organic and just paper tearing, staple. And then on the inside, I added a piece of craft paper and then just this banner. And so that's my last card. And then here are the Unity stamps that I used. So here she is. And then that's the company Unity stamp. And there's the website in case you would like to check it out. Here's the other stamp set. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us, and you are not alone. And I love this. And I just love these stamps because they're really nice quality. They come backed already, and they're really, really strong and durable. And then here's the last one. You can break down a woman temporarily, but a real woman will always pick up the pieces, rebuild herself, and come back stronger than ever. And I just love that. And then there she is. So yeah, those are the stamps that I use. And then the other paper pad that I used was this one, Belle Rouge by Pink Paisley. And I love this paper pad. And as you can see, I have all my scraps in here. So I just want to thank you all for watching. I hope you like my creations, and I will see you all next time.